What's up, everybody? Tommy D here, back with another Kensington story for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy this one. This one was with me and a friend. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if her family is gonna be watching this and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna tell the story and how it went down. This was a good friend of mine. We went to school together. We went to high school together. We went to junior high together, all the way down to elementary school from when I first moved up here to Bucks County. And she was a good friend through school. Not exactly like a best friend type situation, but like a really close acquaintance, somebody I knew really, really, really well. You know what I'm saying? And then we lost touch after high school. Um, After high school, I had problems with myself. My addiction started to grow as I got into opioids, and I'm gonna tell that story as we go further. With these stories, you're gonna see more and more of these stories come out. But my addiction was pretty bad at the time of this story. This story happened around the time period of 2017, so you could just imagine I started using opiates back in 1999. So my addiction had progressed all the way to Kensington by this point. Um, and me and my friend had linked up after a really long time of not seeing each other on Facebook, of course, Facebook, of all places. So we started talking again. This was like right after me and my kid's mom split up, so I was like really lonely. Um, and I had relapsed, so I was already in current addiction. And as I was talking to her more and more through Facebook, I kind of understood that she was too. So we started to link up. Genius decision, right? So we link up a couple different times. Um, and basically, what we do is just get drugs, get high, hang out, have drug fueled sex, and then argue and fight and be volatile with each other and horrible to each other and violent with each other. This relationship was toxic, if you can understand that. Um, so I would go periods from seeing her and then getting away from her for a while and then coming back, and we usually were just using each other. And on this particular day, we were heading down to Kensington Ave again after gathering a whole bunch of people's money from up here that we had on no intention on bringing back their dope. Straight up. We got much money as we could, and we was just going to go and get as much drugs as we could with it. And that was it. So what wound up happening was we went down there. She gave me the money. I went and copped the drugs. I went and copped the rock. I went and copped the dope. And I went on the blocks that I wanted to go to, where I knew the fentanyl-laced, tranquilized dope was the strongest, because I was on a higher dose of methadone at the time. So I needed stronger dope. She wasn't on methadone. She had been taking Suboxones before this, but had stopped. So she had no opioid tolerance, if you can understand that. Since I was on methadone, my opioid tolerance was already so high. So I had to use stronger dope. And it was less likely of me overdosing because of that. Now, the fentanyl and xylazine that they have out there now, the methadone does not block that. And you wind up getting way too messed up, which is what happened to me. But in this situation, I was selfish. Extremely selfish. And I went and copped that fentanyl dope that I wanted. I told her just to use a little on the way back. So I went and copped the dope, grabbed it, got back in the car, walking down these very streets that we're watching in these videos. This is the place that I would go to. This was like my haven for the last 20 years. It's entrenched into my soul, if you can understand that. So, where we were was, I got the drugs, I got back in the car, we're on our way back to Bucks County with the drugs. Now, I told her, please, don't use a lot. Like, I made her promise me, please use a very, very small amount of this because it's very, very, very strong. And I was driving, so I wasn't really paying too much attention. So I'm driving, she goes and uses it, and I look over, and the next thing I know, she's slumped over like this, and she's blue. She's blue. And I'm driving on 95. I'm ready to flip out. I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to like rub her chest, trying to like wake her up. You know how you do that with the chest massage? Massaging her chest, and I can hear the rattle. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really, my freaking heart dropped because she started to lose her color. She started going back out. So I started hitting her again. Started rocking her really, 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 really hard. Back and forth, hard. Hitting her. Like trying to smack her a little bit, Honestly, I was trying to wake her back up. I was doing anything I could to get her back up. I've seen people with bruises all over their faces from people trying to wake them up out of an overdose. And it worked. And they woke up and they were walking around with bruises all over their face from the person smacking them and hitting them, trying to wake them back up. And that's what I was doing to this girl. I was trying to get her back up. I was rocking her. I was smacking her. I had to pull over on 95, a busy interstate, get on top of her in the passenger side seat and start giving her CPR in the passenger seat. I'm pumping her chest. I'm breathing into her lungs. I'm pumping her chest. I'm breathing into her lungs. I'm hearing her go, that death rattle, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then finally I hear her go, and then she's coming back, and she's like, I'm okay, Tommy, I'm okay. And then I say, I'm like, okay, we're okay. She says she's okay. She's up. Start to drive again. She goes right back out again. And I hear that rattle again. I had to pull over like 2, 3, 4 times going back home. Till finally I kept her up long enough to where she was awake. And then the next thing should have never, ever, 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 ever happened. First part of that video. There's going to be a second part of this video airing tomorrow night, same time. I really hope you guys got something out of this video, or at least can understand what it might be like to be in that type of situation. Because these are the types of things that people that are addicted to drugs go through on a daily basis. Overdoses in Kensington, they're happening on every block constantly. You guys see the videos. Being down there is a completely other thing. And being the person going through it is a completely different experience. This story has a complete second half to it. Please tune in tomorrow night for it, and to honor my friend. And I will mention her name at the end of the video. God bless everybody. Please, if you guys have not subscribed to this channel and you enjoy it and you like the content, real quick, click that subscribe button. Hit the like button and leave me a comment. Let me know if you got anything out the video. Thanks. God bless.